Safe Haven, from director Lasse Hallström, salmon fishing in the Yemen recently, and but more importantly, from the pen of Nicholas Sparks. Nicholas Sparks he is a man who has found a niche, and his niche is this:
selling lots of books. That's his niche.
Yeah, selling lots of books that fundamentally have the same story, which was fine because it's a perfectly good story. For example, here, story is at the very beginning of the movie, we see a young woman running away from town, and she's to the bus station, and she's being pursued by the police. Something's happened, something in her past. You've got to get away from it. She gets away from it, turns up in a remote, little, far away place. Happens to be by the water, always is, where she immediately attracts the attention of the local hunk. Here's a clip.
So why Southport?
This looks like this. Just a clean, empty canvas.
You're just starting over.
Sort of. Kind of was just looking for a change, and I always wanted to live in a small town, so.
Well, you found one.
It is pretty small.
Yeah, a little too sleepy sometimes, if you ask me.
Well, mosh pits are overrated, so.
Yeah, but it's nice. You'll like it. Are you staying, or you just passing through, or what's your story?
So many questions.
See, she's got this thing in her past. She doesn't want to talk about the thing in her past. And he...
What is the thing in her past?
Well, what is the thing in her past?
I don't know. I just asked you that.
Well, she's running away from a crime. From a crime.
What's she done?
Well, I can't... Well, watch the film and it will all be revealed.
I don't want to see the film. You see the film.
No, but I don't want to be... It's not a plot spoiler.
Okay. Tell me then.
It's something involving a walnut and falling asleep. and so she turns up. And here's the thing with the Nicholas Sparks. There are certain touchstones that Nicholas Sparks have. When there was... I think it was the Lucky One. The Lucky One, when the press screening of it happened. And at the very beginning of the Lucky One, the thing came up, the credit came up saying, film with Nicholas Sparks. And then it opened on this, Miller time shot of a Bow River with a beautiful boat going along in the middle of it, and Chris Tukey, the film critic for the Daily Mail, said loudly, "And we're back." And you were, because you relax into Nicholas Sparks stories, and people tend to be very, very sniffy about them, but they are the sort of modern equivalent of Mills and Boon, that they do exactly what they say on the packet. So the story here is with the young woman. She's feisty, she's independent, but she's running away from something, and she needs to find some form of emotional bond. He, on the other hand, he's strong and butch, but he has sadness in his past. He has loss in his past. He's very good with kids. And you know what? If you wanted somebody to sand down the hull of your boat, he would be the man that I would immediately...
Is that a euphemism?
No. In the case of Nicholas Sparks, a man who can sand down the hull of your boat whilst petting a dog and probably rocking a cradle at the same time, he's your man. And the story plays out exactly as you'd expect it to, with all those kind of key Nicholas Sparks ticks, but in a way that's perfectly innocuous and not in any way objectionable, and actually sort of moderately well done. I mean, people get very, very sniffy about these things, about saying, oh, they're terribly formulaic and it's ridiculous, and they all, they nonsensically fulfill these formulae. Well, look at what else is out there. I mean, put it, for example, next to Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, and which one is more bothersome? In the case of Safe Haven, the interesting thing about Safe Haven is this. I went to see it at a preview screening, and the film was on for 2 minutes before I realised that I'd seen it already 2 weeks before. And I left. It looked like I was walking out. I wasn't walking out. I was walking out because I suddenly realised, oh, hang on, I have seen this film. Because in the end, that whole body of work, you could put all the films together, get all the boat sanding, dog petting, cradle rocking guys together, and then all the independent but slightly in need of blah, blah, blah women together, and get them all around, have a great big boat party, and it would basically be one huge, Nicholas Sparks jambalaya. A Sparks, exactly. And so it is possible to start watching a Nicholas Sparks film and go, oh no, I have seen this one. It's the thing when the bloke turns out to sand the boat down. Yes, that's it. It's fine. So I didn't walk out because I had any problem with the film, because I found the film perfectly fine. But it is a Nicholas Sparks film. You get what you pay for.
Well, I'm not sure if I've ever seen a Sparks film.
Have you not?
No, I don't think so.
But you must have done. You must have seen something that he's been attached to. Let me pull up the full. You saw The Notebook. Do you not see The Notebook?
No, I didn't see The Notebook.
I thought you and I went to see The Notebook together.
Well, I'm glad.
So, The Lucky One, you didn't see that?
No.
Last Song, Dear John? You didn't see any of these?
Well, I only go and see movies if there's a guest, and he's never been a guest.
Fine. In that case, you haven't seen a Nicholas Sparks novel, but
Well,
you.
which should I go and see then? If they're all the same, is there one that's better
Well,
than the others?
I like the Lucky one. That's the one that I like the most. That's the one that works the best for me. It's the one in which, you know, Zac Efron is the guy who's very good with dogs and has got a thing in the past and meets the woman and she's got a trouble, but she needs him to make up with her and there's a thing that's going to come around and then in the end it all ends up as a fight in a stream and then somebody drowns, but it's okay.
That must rank as a spoiler.
It's a Nicholas Sparks novel. There aren't spoilers.
What, really?
Yeah. There aren't spoilers.
Because it's always the same.
Yes.